back. I'll get back to you right away.
Yeah.
So you can also join me on and start subscribing to TikTok, Instagram, or YouTube. You can choose one of them because those three things are what I'm mainly on. And what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be closing sessions for just those people so they can like talk to me personally. So I'm looking for, I think 500 or 800. I gave a kind of a lower number to kind of keep it so it doesn't get too big. So if you guys are interested in that, join me. Okay. So I just let you guys know. All right. Hi guys. Hi Terry. There we go. All right. So yeah, there we go. How you guys?
It's the solar flare, obviously.
It is. It, you know what? It's been, well, it could also be from it also could be from the storm. We do have a storm. So it was a it blew here. I got like a half an inch in like 10 minutes. So it blew pretty hard. So anyway, hi Kishi, hi Tina. Hi guys. So what we did is we left off on temperance and the devil.
Yep.
And so, well, I kind of left off on temperance. So I'm almost done with the major arcana. Now, you guys, I'm telling you, these cards, people always go, I do weekly readings. You guys know that. And so I do, and I'll be like, okay, guys, so why does this work? I do a general reading for everybody because you're aligned to me.
Yeah.
And I feel like, what do you mean? I said, we probably share some of my signs. I'm a Sagittarius, Pisces, Capricorn with a Taurus North Node. You probably do have those. So if not, you are watching me regularly and it becomes like part of a soul family. And so that's why the cards work. People are like, how does this work? How does this work? And I'm like, I can't really explain it. I'm going to be absolutely honest. I just know that this is psychological. It has to do also with time. E equals MC squared. I'm always telling all you guys that. So it has to do with time. It's not magic. It's not this woo stuff. It's literally, it's psychological. Because if you've been thinking about something for the last day or two, it'll appear in cards. So it's just, it has to do with your time. I don't know how else to say it. Hi, Tracy. So anyway, all right. So yes, thank you, Tina. To remind everybody on YouTube, on TikTok, YouTube, to hit like and subscribe for me. If you do see some massive growth going on for YouTube here pretty soon, as I am having some analytics done because I feel like I'm doing this, guys. This is how I'm feeling about myself right now. This is the stuck card. I feel like I need to go forward with some stuff, but we do have stuff in the works, don't we, Ken?
Mm-hmm. Yep, we do.
Thinking we're trying to get a
well, yeah, we're trying to go a different medium.
Yes, right? We are, and then we're also trying to do this chili cook-off thing. So yes. And we're projecting that for October, so we have to get
October. Yep.
Yes. It's going to be, and I'm going to be doing live. What I'm going to be doing is a gallery reading. If you guys don't know what a gallery reading is where you got 30 people in a room and I'm reading. And I haven't done them too much. You know why? Because I really think everybody deserves their own message. So sometimes when there's that many, it's interesting because I usually have about a couple hundred online, and last night I was live doing messages and I kept getting messages for other people and I kept going, this poor person's like I'm trying to read for this one person and I'm like, but other people were coming through. So people don't realize that we can control this. You can control who's coming through. So if you're a medium and you're getting all these messages, you can tell them to back off and tell them back off, or you will not get any messages through at all, and they will back off. So you guys, we have much more power. We're alive, they're dead. So just remember that. So, okay. So, all right. So we left off, we were going to leave off and we're going to start the next card. The next one is the devil. Now the devil is not the devil. People are like, oh my God, it's the devil. You're evil. And no. I want you to understand the devil is what are you chained to? What's the negativity of this, you guys? This is a major arcana. You see this card. Notice the card. They're chained. They're chained and bound. So, and this is what I always say. Do you guys notice there's like a flying monkey from like
Oh yeah, The Wizard of Oz.
thing from the Wizard of Oz.
Mhm.
And so what's the monkey on your back? What's the thing that you have to get rid of that's causing you issues? There's
Love
Could you be lying? Could you be cheating? Could you be stealing? Could you be spending too much? Could you be an addict of some type? This card always turns up when there's a question like that. Okay. It'll question you. Sometimes when you're asking a question, it'll question the other person. If you get a card and you're asking something about a in relationship, this person might be lying, cheating, stealing, doing something behind your back too. So that's what this means. That's
Mm.
that's the first thing I always ask, what's your monkey on your back? Are you chained to this person? Why are you chained to this person? You need to let go. It's all about breaking those chains right
Yeah.
there. Okay.
Cool. Yeah.
That's so that some people get so scared by this card, and I'm like, no, 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 no. Don't be
Yeah.
scared by it. It's so that you understand. Now it means completely something it means something different, completely upside down, but we haven't gone through all that because it gets confusing for you guys. So
Okay.
but I will eventually like teach that to you. Okay. So all right. So the next card, we're almost through them because I only got like 5 more cards. Is and that was a 15, which is a 6, which has to do with home and family. And wait, no, that was 15. I apologize. That was a 15. Yeah, it's a 6. It has to do with 6. It has to do with home and family, and let's see, stability. It has to do with a 6 is a 3 twos. 2 is all about stability also. So remember, there's numerology in these.
Yeah.
All right. So 16 is the Tower. Now, everybody I don't like seeing a Tower card. I'm gonna be but they aren't always bad. I've seen it where they've actually been good for me. So I want you guys to know that. All right. So how much for a reading? Okay, Gigi, go to enchantedsky.com and you can check all of that out. So go to my website. If you're interested in past life regression or any type of hypnosis, if for any kind of bad habits, or I have people under hypnosis right now. So I've got one person I got driving. She couldn't drive. I think it was a past life issue. I think she may have had a car accident in another life. But I've got somebody under hypnosis for that. I've got somebody for hypnosis for confidence. I've got somebody under for anxiety, and I have somebody that that has stopped drinking. She's limiting, doesn't want to stop completely, but it is absolutely working for her. And
That's
she
awesome.
talks to me twice a month for 15 minutes.
Yep.
And it's more like I re-hypnotize people. It's kind of, and I talk to them, I kind of coach too, say, so what do you need to do? But it's working. And
Awesome.
so if you need to ask anybody, I've got great references but anyway, if you're interested in doing that, you can go to coffee.com and join. And it's a monthly fee. It's very inexpensive. It really, truly is for what you're getting. Because I just saw somebody on TV and they were 15 times more expensive than me. I kid you not. So I'm like, oh, maybe I'm not. Maybe it can't. I guess I have this idea that as long as my bills are paid, I don't need to be rich. So I guess
there you go. Wealthy means more than money.
It does. You are correct. And I have great followers. I couldn't ask for better people. You guys are great. I know, really. I've been on other lines. I've done phone reading. I've been on a phone line. They're some of the rudest people I've ever met in my life. So, and I just am like, they don't know me. That's why. So I think, don't you think? Yeah. Anyway, okay. Sue says she's a reference. She's the one that's one of my people that I'm coaching, and I'm going to call you right after this, Sue. So, okay. Now, oops. So this card, do you notice? Okay, I want to explain the visuals to it. So, okay. So here is, all right. These 2 people, 5 seconds before it happened, were up at the tower looking out, enjoying their life. And all of a sudden, this lightning bolt comes down. Bam. Shock, blow, something. Now notice they're falling and they're changing their perspective because now they were up above. Now they're falling down below. So what it means is it's a shock, a blow, that something is going to happen very quickly that's going to change your perspective. Okay. And what you thought was to be true isn't necessarily true anymore.
Mm.
And so just to let you know, and by the way, they always say, when they're upside down, they mean the opposite. This is still a shocker blow. When it's upside down, it's just not so big. It's not such a big one. So these little things like I share with you, but this one always, people don't like seeing this one. They don't like seeing this one at all. And I've seen where it's been good and I've seen where it's been bad. But usually I'll go, uh-oh, uh-oh, uh-oh. That's what I'll say to my own self. Now, if on this week's reading, so what is it, the 27th today of July, right?
26 today. Yeah.
26th. Okay, sorry. Um, it was for this week. I did get a disruption card. Did get a shock. And I personally in my family have gotten a shock. So I was like, well, there that is. But I also got by the end of the week, it being a great week. So check me out. I'm on my YouTube. It's on my TikTok. I also put it on Instagram, Clapper, Twitter.
So a question for you,
Sure.
I guess, is are the cards, are they predicting and now we have an energy? Okay, so like this disruptor. So now I go through exuding an energy of I'm looking for a disruptor.
Exactly. You don't want to. That's a very good question. Thank you.
Yeah.
You feed me so well, Kent. What it is you have to be careful to not make a self-fulfilling prophecy.
Yeah.
And I warn people about that all the time, that I will not tell people what to do when they go, my life, my relationship's falling apart. What am I going to do? And I'll say, well, if you do this, this is what's going to happen. If you do this, and that's how I read. I cannot tell you what to do. It is wrong. Because what happens is you've given me your power. And you will not believe how many people call me telling me, well, tell me what to do. No, it's your life. It's your chart. But I get a lot of people that want somebody to tell them what to do. And that's not what I'm here for. I am a guidance. I am support. I will listen to you. I will offer this looks like in about 6 weeks, this relationship, you're going to have to make your mind up. And I will say stuff like that. Now, do I know what's going to happen? Oh, yes, I do. I just won't say it because I can see it I can see it in the near future. Or you know what I'm saying?
Well, yeah, you're not a fortune teller because
no, I'm not. I'm not going to do that to you. You have to have your own power.
Right. Because freedom of choice. I'll prove her wrong. Right. I mean,
exactly. Yeah. You could too. I've had people that have done that. And that's okay. I'm like, and I will say to people, I hope I'm wrong. I hope I'm wrong, but this is what's going on. Okay. Mm-hmm. All right. Hi, Wells of Wisdom Tarot. She's like, I made it live. There you go. Yay. All right. So with that said, and I want you to know that that's a 16 and that's a 7. 7's a magical number. And no, wait, yeah, that's a 7. Yep. And it took me a minute. So just remember, 7's mystical. Some people say it's lucky, but it's always the number 7's transformational. You have to remember that this Tower card will be a transformation of some sort. There'll be a transformation. Okay. Now we're on to the Star card. I like this card because you're going to get your wish. And, I'll know that wishing upon a star, right? Yeah. It's an 8, which an 8 is infinity. It's power. It's all about power. So, and if you notice, there are 8 stars in the sky. Do you think that, you guys, there's so much numerology that has to do with these cards? It's unbelievable. Not to mention Norse mythology. There's a lot of Norse mythology, Christianity blended in. There's a lot of they're blended. It's a very much blended thing. Now, people are like, well, what about all these other decks? This deck is the basic deck that all other decks are based off of, guys. So that's why I'm teaching this to you. Okay. Now, the Star card, if you're noticing, it's all about, this is representing one of the constellations. Okay. And that's why she's like, and she's pouring water out onto the ground. Now, I want to tell you something about the card. You're going to get your wish, but I want you to realize that you're going to get your wish, but you might have to give up a little of something else. That's why you notice she's pouring water and it's pouring onto the ground and it's pouring in there. But You're going to take 3 steps forward. You might take 1 back, but you're still going to be making at progress. And you're going to be thanking your lucky stars that you got what you wanted. But they also warn with that. There's that old-fashioned warning that says something like, may you get what you wish for.
Yeah,
Careful.
be careful what you wish for. Yeah.
Yep. So that's why that card is that way. Okay. I'm almost done, you guys. I'm also already on the moon. Now the moon, see the sun, the moon. Okay. Now this is a, okay, 10 and 10. This is a 9. Now the 9 is a very, very extremely spiritual number in numerology. It's a very important numerological sign. If you end up and you want to do you take your birth date and you want to know your destiny path, if you're 9, you're probably doing something like I'm doing. Okay. It's very, very mystical, very, very in line with all of that. Now, my life path is an 8. It's all about power and understanding how to deal with power. And I always say I feel sometimes I'm a male entity at times. And at your core, you are a male or female. It doesn't, because it doesn't really matter, but you have a male or female energy you give off. And I feel like I chose to be female to learn how to deal with power, with being a powerful woman, because it is not easy being a very powerful female.
Yeah. How's that working for you?
Hard at times. I accidentally intimidate people. I would never do that. Everybody's like, oh, I know you're so nice, but I just do, because it's just, I know what I know and I know what I don't.
No.
You know what I'm saying? And so yeah.
Let me ask you a question, and this is for everybody out there listening as well. There are a lot of people don't put a lot of weight into tarot cards, right? It's the devil's play.
Yes.
However, a lot of people will put a lot of weight into things like the DISC assessment.
Okay.
Right.
What do you mean by that?
Well, so the DISC assessment, you answer some questions and it tells you about who you are, tells you about your personality. Okay. Are you introvert, extrovert, those types of things,
okay.
Right?
Yes.
There's a lot of those tests out there.
Yes.
So my question to you, and I don't know, maybe you know, maybe you don't, or maybe one of our listeners does, but why do people put so much weight into something like that rather than something like this? Because these cards basically are doing the same thing.
Yes, they are. I think because it seems more scientific. Don't you think that this isn't? Yeah. This is woohoo. You know what I mean? This is there. And I'm like, no, it's psychological. Now, I remember 100 years ago when psychology first came out with Sigmund Freud and stuff, people were scared to death and say it was the devil's work.
Yeah.
So you have to remember that I think that more and more people are becoming more assimilated and more comfortable with understanding cards and how they reflect back to you.
Yeah, maybe wells of wisdom too. I mean, she does say the moon is tricky.
Yes, the moon is a tricky card, and you are correct. It's all because look at some of the stuff it means, and she's right. The moon can mean something's unclear or hidden. Now, when I see a moon, I'll say, "Oh, it's probably to the light. It'll probably be the next full moon cycle." So, which is actually coming within a few days. But, and so that card will get pulled. Now, it also can mean the card of Cancer. Like there's lots of different things. And you have to remember, I'm just doing a brief description. There is so much more than I am saying that it's not even funny. Now, it also can represent pets. You notice that it's something to do with your pets, your animals or animals. Also can represent water in the crab, which that's why the Cancer's there. Okay. So, but usually what I see when I see it is something is hidden. It has not been revealed yet, but it will be at the light of the full moon, which is usually around the full moon cycle. So something to think about. It's a very interesting card, and she's right. It is. And there's more visuals here, and I could go on and on and on, but I'm not gonna. I'm almost done. I'm trying to get them done today. I've only got a couple more minutes, but I'm moving on. So we're back to I'm behind. Okay, I'm going. Okay, so the next one's my favorite card. It is my card. It is 19. It is a 1. It starts over. It is the sun. Now, in my birthday, did you know if your birthday, that could be your card? You can do it in any way you want. So if you are the 23rd, that would be the 23rd card or a 5. This is the 19 or I'm a 1. So I'm the magician or I'm a 19. Now, you guys know I love the sun, I love horses, I love kids. And so it's my card. I'm sorry, it is my card. And
Mine's the moon. Yeah.
yes, yours is the moon. Yep. And so this card, when you pull this card, it means yes, 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 and yes. So that, I mean, there is no way, even upside down, it's still a good card. It doesn't matter. It's still a good card. So I want you to understand that it's like, I know sometimes that even when I've been outside all day and just had a really nice day, the card will appear. It's just, when you see this combined with anything,
Yeah.
it is a really good card. It is
That's
like
awesome.
the best card in the deck. So I love pulling it. It's one of my favorites. Between that and Justice, I like Justice because you have to understand the Justice card is always in your favor. So it's always fair and honest and in your favor. And it could even have to do with court, but it's in your favor. It ends up being okay for you. And so that's why so everything that I have, like I buy t-shirts, I'll buy, they have tarot cards. It'll have the Sun or Justice every single time because those are the ones that I personally like the best. Okay. So, and this is a 1, like I said. So you could also compare it back to, because it's a 1 repeating again, to the Magician, which is you owning your own power. Do you see how now this could also represent a doctor, but it's still power. It's all about power. Number 1 is about power. Okay. So see how the numerology that goes with it. It's amazing how intricate these are that nobody realizes. There's so many things. I mean, it's just, I can't even describe it. Like there's so much. There's so much. And also there's a pureness and innocence. That's why there's a white horse and a child. So if you guys understand that, there's a pureness and an innocence and it can't get any better. And so when I pull a card, a sun, I'll be like, hey, pulled the sun for you, Now, you guys know I don't need cards. I just do them because for you guys to look at, because I get my impressions from as a medium. So, but anyway, I got 2 more. We're almost done. We've got the Judgment card. Now this is, when Gabriel blows his horn at the end of days in the book of Revelation and the dead rise. That's what this is. That is what this picture is. He's rising. They're rising from the ashes. It also represents Phoenix, the Phoenix bird. That's why it looks almost like, because there's his wings, but it's you in a major, major transformation. You're going to make it. And not only are you going to make it, you're going to transform and be better for it. So this is a very, very, very good card also.
Awesome. Okay.
All right. My last card is the end of all of it. This is your ending. This is where it's time to start something new. It comes now. You're being blessed. Okay, it has to do with the 4 corners of the universe. See, all right. So it's like an angel, and we've got an eagle. It's representational. Okay, and the Leo's in there. Anyway, so really fast. You've come full circle. Come full circle, and it's time to start something new. So you've completed your journey of your thing. And so that card will, when I've seen where somebody like maybe leaving a job and they know that they've done, it's not in a bad way, because this is very lucky, by the way. Both these cards are I consider them very lucky. We all know luck doesn't exist, and it's been blessed. You've been blessed from the other side. Yeah. But it's all about that. It's all about the best of everything. And
the ball's going to bounce your way.
Yes.
Yes.
And this was a 2, which has, remember I talked about home and family being grounded, blah, blah, and this is a 3. It's all about creativity also. Remember, you're getting ready to start something new, so it has to do with creativity. So see how that goes?
Yeah. All right. So in a love relationship, does it mean it's done?
Yes, usually. Depends on how the cards lay. Now, remember, there's a combination. There's millions of combinations, but I would say it's done and ready. And the karma, it has to do with karma. The karma's been met. So if I saw this in somebody's relationship, I'd be like, okay, something's over. Now, is the relationship over, or can it go to another level? It could if I pulled a lover's card, or if I pulled a combination of lovers with a one of cups, I'd say, oh, it's ready to go to the next level. Do you see how that goes then? Depending on what cards are with it. But it usually does mean you're parting ways in a very positive light. Okay. So that you guys understand. Okay.
All right.
Right. Okay. So with that said, it's perfect timing. You guys are all waiting.
Yeah. So this time where we can ask Lana a question, be very specific in your questions. You know, we've got a lot of people, a lot of energy going there so that she can get good. Now, the other thing is too, somebody may ask a question and it may fit you as well.
Yes, it
So
does.
be open to what she's saying
Yep.
to people.
Yep.
So,
Okay.
of course, Ann Iva, our good friend Ann, comes and says, "Hey, Lana, I will see John in a month. Do you see him asking me out?"
In a roundabout way. Does that make sense? Like, I don't know. He's going to say, you want to go out with me? I don't think it's more like, would you like to go for some coffee? It's more of a gentle, a roundabout way of asking you. But yes, I do. Yes, I do. Okay.
Nice.
All right.
Nice. Terry T says, Miss Lana, have I already met the guy for me yet, or is it someone I don't know?
I think it's somebody you don't know. I think there's somebody new coming in for you in 24. You guys, I'm going to say it a million times. I've said it. 24 to 26 is gonna blow our minds. There's so much positive energy, so many things being released, so many things going back and forth that I see. So you have no idea how many transformations I have seen or talked to just from talking to clients. Like, it's crazy. It has been quite the journey. So, and it's going to continue to happen. And right now, you're going to be the seeds of what you're going to be doing. So you're planting seeds that you're going to really benefit from coming up here in 24.
There we go.
Okay. All right.
Nice.
All right. So I'm going to take somebody off of TikTok. Yep. So remember, TikTok we can't go on StreamYard. All my other stuff goes there, but not TikTok. So, all right. That's why if you guys on TikTok are hearing Kent, you can go to 216 the net. You can see us both. Sorry, I can't do anything about it until TikTok.
YouTube, like, follow, subscribe.
Go to YouTube. Go to my YouTube. Yeah. Somebody says they want to know if their daughter has a negative attachment, and you can. It's not. You're not possessed. You're not. But somebody could be trying to get your attention, and it can be a negative. It can be negative, just negative energy in general, and just have it cleared. Remember that. Be careful in everything you do. I always tell everybody to say prayers, to have Michael come and keep an eye on you. It does work. We've talked about the angel thing. I haven't had many orbs lately. I know someone said that, because remember how bad my orbs were for a while there. Yeah. I was talking about angels, and I think that they were angels. I really do. They say that they're seraphim, the little tiny ones. But anyway, make sure that you're asking for help and calling upon summoning angels for help. That's what they're there for. Yeah. So remember that. And if you've got a negative attachment, you can get rid of it. You just don't have to put up with it. I know that I've walked into clear houses and I've been told that the entities are afraid of me because I don't play. And I know I've got my help behind me. If you think she's got a negative attachment, she may. If you've been doing something you shouldn't be doing, you're playing with a pendulum, you don't know what you're doing yet. Ouija boards. Yes, you can get somebody following you around. It's not, I don't want to say, I don't know, I don't want to say it's like a demon. It's not. It's somebody that's
bad energy,
misconstrued from the other side, that scared to cross over, or it's something like that. And you can control it. A lot of people don't realize it. You've got more energy. You're alive, they're dead, and you've got more energy, and you just need to put your foot down, because I do it all the time. And so I've been doing it a long time. I understand how it works. I've more than once, I've brought things home with me. I had one time where I went to a house and he followed me home, and I know he was there, and he had committed suicide. He was just misguided. And I'm like, oh no, you're leaving now. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to put up with this. And I usually, if try this, you guys, if you feel like you've got something like, ugh, you know, ask help from an angel, like a Michael.
Mhm.
Michael will come and help you. I'm dead serious. It works. Try it.
It does.
Look into the angel thing, because I didn't realize how powerful it really is. I hadn't really talked to one of my favorites was Metatron, and I started doing that. And you guys, that's when I started getting all those orbs flying through my photos. And if you don't believe me and you don't, please go back to YouTube. Around January, there were so many orbs for about 2.5 hours. We didn't know if fairies are orbs. I've always been told that fairies are angels in another form. And so I just know there's no way I can be making it up. I had somebody said, "Oh, that's fake." I said, "How is that fake?" You can see it's on a live camera.
Yeah, we don't have the technology or know how
No,
to get cute
no,
like that.
no, exactly. So,
All right. Scorpion Goddess says, I get 2024, but will my finances get better this year?
well, you're fine. Scorpion. Hi, Scorpion. I want to say early next. I want to say maybe March. I think you're gonna keep working. I want to say you're working at getting. Are you trying to get your credit score better or something? It feels like you're working on it. You're chipping away, but you are going to get. It is going to get somewhat better for you, coming in March to April. Okay.
Nice.
I got somebody on here who has a very interesting comment. On TikTok. I asked for help one night, and the voice told me to pray for somebody else. I was shocked. Don't be shocked. By praying for somebody else, you're getting your needs met too, because that is positive energy going to somebody that makes a circle and comes back. So you understand that yes, that is, I absolutely believe that you heard that right. Okay.
Yep.
Don't remember, pray for those who persecute you.
That's
right.
it. That's it.
All right.
Brittany Austin, good horse lover there, says, good morning, guys. Will my settlement come in this year?
Something significant November, Brittany. I'm not sure what that quite means. It could hear about it, but there's something, you're gonna have some type of correspondence in November. So how many months is that? So it'll be August, September, October. No, it's 4 months.
3-4 months. Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right.
Sun June says, hi, Lana. When will I get
Are you
pregnant?
trying right now? Let's see. I want to say October. It might even be into November, but it's around there. Keep trying. It's because I want to say that there's a baby born to you, I believe, around the summer. That would be about right. Okay. You do have a child coming. I believe it's a boy. Okay.
That's awesome. And hey, try and 110% of the fun. So anyway, there you go. Jacqueline Shipper says, hey, I've been trying to connect with my spirit guides, but I think I'm getting in my own way by wanting it too much. Any guidance in communicating?
I agree. You're trying too hard, Jacqueline. I feel like they are communicating with you in other ways, and it's physical. I want to say, I want you to watch for things to be moved. I've tried this. This worked for me when I first started. I would ask them to send me something. If it's a yes, send me a ladybug. Or if it's no, send me a feather. You will be shocked. It works. You have to watch closely. You have to watch closely. It works. Try that. I know that I was trying to decide upon a doctor which one to go with. And I said, if it's yes, I get a tiger. If it's a no, I get a ladybug. And it's so funny because what happened is I thought I'd get a picture of a ladybug, right? Because it's middle of winter. Oh, no. What did I find the next day in one of my windowsills? A live ladybug crawling. And I went, well, that was a yes. But then later that week, I saw a picture of a tiger at the office I was at, which means it was both yes and no, and which was the answer. It was, I could have did either or and chose either doctor, and they both worked. So do you see what I'm saying? So pay attention. They'll start communicating with you like that quite a bit. And I still say I'm still a proponent of dreams, be watching and listening to your dreams. I do have a dream journal coming out where you kind of analyze what your dreams are, and then you like mark them and then you write them down. That's going to be coming out. I'm doing the final stages right after I get off of here. So, and it'll be a hardcover, and you can just put it right by your bed nightstand, and you write it down so you don't forget. And then in the corner, it'll analyze. So was this a wish dream, a fear dream, releasing trauma dream, or a visitation? There's 4 types. So, okay.
Nice.
Okay.
Stephanie Walsh says, I've been named in a trust. Will I be getting a large inheritance check?
Okay, Stephanie, what's large to you? Is it 6 figures? Very possible. Very possible. Yes. I want to say 25. So if it's 25,000, it could be 250. When I see here, I see 25. I'm pretty good with numbers. I'm not perfect, but I'm pretty good with them. But something about 25. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right. That makes sense. Tell me if that makes sense. Okay. All right. All right. Hold on here, you guys.
Yeah.
All right. What do you need to know about changing jobs? It's going to smack you right in the face. You do know where you're going, right? So the person I'm talking to, they want to know what about their job. Okay. I know a lot of people are looking. I want to say, don't take the first thing that comes your way. I feel like if you hold out just a little bit, you're going to get exactly what you want. Okay. Just remember that. Okay.
There you go. Brenda Wilson says, hi, when will I get my own place?
Next year. It's going to be a while yet. I want to say might be early next year, but it could be more in the spring. It's something like that. I feel like it's warm. I guess. You can hear it. You know what? It's my phone. Yeah. I'm a Beatle fan. You guys know I'm a kind of a hippie. So yeah. Yep. Anyway. All right. So last questions.
Terry T says, Miss Lana, I do pray to Archangel Michael and Raphael. When I was having my surgery, I saw an angel above when I was coming in and out of anesthesia.
I'm telling you, it works. You have to believe me on this. They were sent by God to help you. That's what all angels' job is. That's all their job is. And I'm telling you, and some people say to me, well, if we get help from our angels, then the opposite must be a demon. I don't believe in demons. I believe that there's evil out there and people turn away from the light of God. But why does everything have to have its always absolute opposite?
Yeah, right.
Because you think about it, everybody says the opposite of male is female. No, they're not. They're not opposite. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, what's the opposite of an apple? An orange? No, they're not opposite. Right. I still say that angels are here to help us just get through this life because it sucks. So, and God knows that. God knows very well that what this has all been about. So, you know, and Jesus. So, and you guys know, I'm a Gnostic Christian. I have my own viewpoint about the whole thing. So I just know that they're there. If you don't believe me, I want you to try. Just try it. You'll be shocked. Okay.
Yep. By the way, Terry says, which angel should I ask for in terms of love romance?
Well, you can ask for your own personal angel, whatever your birthday is. There is angels that represent per month. There's also, you never go wrong with Michael because he's the most powerful one. My personal favorite is Raphael, because Raphael's like the jack of all trades, and he helps you put things in your path. I believe that Haniel is, it's pronounced either way. It might be the angel of love. I'm not sure on that. I'd have to look that up. I'm going to be honest with you. I believe it is though. But whatever one, you know, and you do have so you have a personal angel and you got an archangel, so that you understand you've got them both, because the archangels are able to be accessed at any point where, your personal is always with you. So you can talk to your personal angel. You can actually find out what their name is. Ask it before you go to bed. You'll get an answer. It's kind of funny to see it. Trust me. Okay.
Sue asks, what does it mean when you hear your name while meditating?
You're doing it right. If you hear your name, somebody call your name, that's your angel or your guide saying, hey, you connected. Hey, Sue, you connected. You're hearing me. Thank God. You know, that's what that means. It's a good thing when you hear your name. And if you ever hear also stuff out of your right ear, that's coming from angels. I'll never forget when
Mm.
I was pregnant with my third daughter. I lost my job. The woman, they just up and fired me. Like I just was in shock. Like I thought for sure. And here I'm having another kid. I got a mortgage. And I was laying in bed one night and I heard so clearly out of my right ear, just calm down. It's fine. And I immediately just my whole body just went limp. Like I just settled it. I know it was an angel. I know it was trying to calm me down and saying,
Yeah.
you know, you're going to be okay. This too shall pass. So, okay.
There you go. One last one as we wrap up the show. If we didn't get to your questions, we apologize. We try as best we can to get as many,
Yep,
but you
yep.
can always reach out
Yes.
to Lana at enchantedsky.com or go to coffee and she'll help you out there. Angelus asks, will I be able to pass all 5 classes while working?
You'll be working like a dog, and Angelus. But if you could take 4, I feel like you're going to be stressed out. Like it would be better if you take one less class right now, but you will pass them. It's just it's gonna be really hard.
Gonna take
And you're
work.
bright enough. It's not that you're not bright. It's just you're torn in so many. You're trying to work full time or something, aren't you? Because it seems to me, Angelus, that it's just going to be really, really hard, and you're going to be overworked and really at towards the end of the semester be stressed. So why bother? Take your time, do it right, enjoy yourself too. So okay.
For accurate predictions, go to Lana's website at enchantedsky.com. For fast and affordable answers, try coffee.com/%20 Enchanted Sky. You can trust Lana for reliable insights.
Okay. All right.
All the best, everybody. We can't thank you enough for tuning in, hanging out with us here on a Wednesday morning. We appreciate you and your time, your energy, and everything you do. Until next week, be good, but more importantly, be good to one another.
Blessings.